Hey everyone, Caleb for Sci-Fi Action Movie Reviews here. Do you guys ever remember that one childhood movie you always just wanted to rewatch years later? Well, that's what I'm going to be doing. And my review for today is going to be Wall-E. We start the movie out in an empty city on an abandoned Earth in the year 2805. The Earth has been covered in garbage. The people left the planet, leaving it to be cleaned up by the Wall-E units. However, all the units except for one have long since been deactivated, and he seems to have gained a sense of personality. And he has stayed active by using other Wall-E units' parts. But one day, Wall-E, voiced by Ben Burtz, finds the first sign of life and brings it back to his home. The next day, a spacecraft lands and deploys Eve, voiced by Alyssa Knight, to scan the planet for life. Wall-E starts to spy on her, but soon gets blasted at. But after following her around a bit, Eve soon befriends Wall-E. He brings her to his home to show her all his treasures, but when he shows her the plan, she freaks out and takes the plan, going to a standby mode. Confused, Wall-E tries to reactivate her. A few days later, her ship arrives to take her back. Wall-E tries to save her, but goes along with her, and they return to the mothership called the Onyx. A 5-year mission turned into a 700-year mission. The Onyx was supposed to be a cruise liner for the passengers of Earth, so they can wait while the Earth was being cleaned by the Wall-E units. But years later, they all just became obese because of an automated lifestyle. Eve has been taken to the bridge with Wall-E, and Captain McCree, voiced by Jeff Garlin, is unprepared for a positive sign of life. He learns that placing the plant in the ship's holodetector, it will trigger a hyperjump back to Earth. But when they try to use the plant is mysteriously missing. So Eve was deemed faulty and taken down to diagnosis, and Wall-E was taken with her so he could get clean. But when they get down to the robot sickbay, Wall-E thinks Eve is getting tortured and accidentally frees a group of malfunctioning robots, causing both Eve and Wall-E to be called rogue robots. Eve soon puts Wall-E in an escape pod to send him back to Earth, but they soon have to hide because Gofor places the plant in the same escape pod, and Wall-E goes to try to go get it, but it soon gets launched into space and the ship was set to self-destruct. But Wall-E escapes with the plant by using a fire extinguisher. Eve soon gets Wall-E and they have like little dams in space around the Axiom. Eve goes up a garbage chute to bring the plant to Captain McCrea, and they watch a recording to go back to Earth. But Otto, voiced by McIntosh, refuses and reveals his own secret plan, the A113, and he gets Gofor to throw the plant down the garbage chute. Not knowing Wall-E climbed up the garbage chute, saves the plant and brings it back up. But Otto soon tases Wall-E and deactivates him and deactivates Eve and throws them both down the garbage chute. And Otto soon detains the captain by locking him in his own room. Eve soon reactivates herself and tries to fix Wall-E. She soon gets Wall-E and the plant to go to the holodetector so she can hyperjump the ship back to Earth so she can refix Wall-E there. Otto tries to close the chamber, and Wall-E struggles to keep it open, but soon the long end gets crushed. Captain McCree is able to deactivate Otto, while Eve puts the plant in the chamber, activating the hyperjump. Back on Earth, Eve rebuilds and reactivates Wall-E, but finds out his memory was wiped. Eve gives Wall-E a goodbye kiss, which gives Wall-E his memory back. I didn't know robots could get amnesia, but hey, live and learn. And everyone from the Axiom begins to restore and clean up the planet. And that was Wall-E, one of my all-time favorite childhood movies. I just don't know, there wasn't much dialogue from the robots, but you don't need dialogue, you can just understand from their body movements. I don't know who decided to make a movie like this, but I'm glad they did. This is a movie I rewatched a lot back when I was younger, but to see it again, it brings back great old memories. But I don't know why, it just makes me just appreciate sci-fi. This is the first movie I ever saw that was sci-fi. Just seeing the visual effects was amazing. Like seeing this in the big screen for the first time in theaters was amazing. Just seeing Wall-E reach out, touching the Milky Way galaxy, it was beautiful. And I'm gonna have to give this 4.5 stars because it's a great movie. I recommend it. you need to see this for yourself. Show your kids this movie. It's a great movie. But you can see it for yourself on streaming on demand now on YouTube, Amazon Videos, Vudu, Google Play Movies and TV, and iTunes. You can also get it on Blu-ray and DVD at Walmart, Vintage Stock, and Target. And anyway, bye guys. To see more content like this, why don't you subscribe to my channel? And to see the recent video, click right there. And to see a playlist of my 50s to 90s music, click right there.